Hey, alignment bosses. Today's lesson is about how to know the truth in everything. And I want you to watch it. It is an older recording in my magic room with a dear friend, and my cousin comes in. But listen to how it is that you can know the truth from within your body, because that's going to help you determine, are you really getting in alignment? And so watch this, and then next month for September, we're going to go really deep and detailed in it, but I want it to give you some foundational stuff to work with.
I kind of just peeped that. I was kind of like, oh, we're standing right here. So that's like a whole nother channel. You have to go look at the magic channel to find out. We're in the magic room in my house. So that's, you know, you're
a lot of magical
stuff going on. So your body knows, even if you don't consciously know. So when I say how to know the truth about anything, you have to really tap into the essence of who you are and really get accustomed. And, you know, it's not like an overnight thing. If you've taken my pendulum class, you know that I say you need to ask the same question like, I don't know, 15, 20 times, because you need the pendulum to get calibrated to your energy. You need to get familiar with your own energy. You need to understand that you're new to this. Right. When you're no longer new to it, then it's instant. Okay, so this is something that can be done very, very instantly, and it really doesn't take like a whole lot of time like you're gonna see here. It's just that in the beginning, I recommend that you do it and you do it several times. Right. So this is an external example. Okay. Internally, you know, there's a finger method, and I'll do. So I just stuck my finger through the hole. Like that's a whole other site, right? A whole other site. We got a lot of sites going on. Whole another set of patterns. So there's different ways that you test kinesiology within yourself. So we're gonna do it where I'm testing kinesiology on you. Okay. A lot of chiropractors use this to determine how to adjust you. Okay. So this is not new. This is not like some, you know, extracurricular magical, you know, manifesting crazy shit that I've made up myself. So a lot of chiropractors who are into energy healing, a lot of energy healers, because so what they do is they ask you questions, right? And if the question is a yes or a no, your body will respond, right? So if they're trying to heal something or remove something from you, that's what they're doing. So they can figure out where it is, and then what it is they're action to take. Exactly. Okay. So that's what this is really about. So to make this kind of a dramatic example, so it's really easy for other people to see, we're going to use your hand like out this way, you know, like out to the side.
Yeah, this way. Okay, so seriously, this is like such a surprise to me. I don't even know what's happening right now. A little bit nervous.
Again, this is about muscle testing. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm simply.
She's talking about muscle testing. I see this flabby arm. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I interrupted. I'm sorry.
So it's about muscle testing, right? And so what I want you to do is resist me when I push down. All right, I'm resisting. Okay. So she's resisting, and you see that I'm not able to, you know, with these two fingers, really push down.
Right.
Okay. So trying to ask you I'm thinking of some ambiguous type of questions, right? So that's nothing too personal.
The whole world is ambiguous.
But so the other thing I want to put in this is there is a personal biosphere. You know, when people say stay out of my personal space or your bubble, right? So it is the distance, arm distance all around you. Okay, so when things come into your bubble, so this is my personal space. They affect you. This is your right, and right now they're intertwining. Right. So when things come into your personal space, they affect you. There are ways that you can protect yourself from that, because when something negative comes into your personal space, it can actually affect your results
Oh,
Okay, so I can influence, right?
results.
Gratitude time. Okay, so I can influence what you're thinking or what you really want to do. You ever did something and you're like, why the hell did I do that? That's like really not what I wanted to be doing right now.
in that moment.
But I went with it because the person that you were interacting with was able to get into your personal space and
And
influence you.
influence.
Okay, so what we're going to do is just give examples of muscle testing,
Okay.
right? And then I'm going to show you how you can lock your energy, and then how like that can affect, how it affects, how other outside forces can affect your energy,
Mhm.
how to lock your energy.
Mhm.
And then once you've locked it, then we're going to talk about the way that you ask and the way that you talk to yourself, so that you are, now you're protected, right? You're locked off, that everybody from the outside is on the outside, and then how to know the truth about everything that's going on.
And
Because
about
when
how
you,
they're influencing you,
well,
or
not
how
so
they're
much.
trying to influence.
Not so much, because you know, even if they're trying, everybody is. Okay, so the point is, everybody, like even right now, I have my own objective,
Right.
right? So everybody that you ever come in contact with is going to have their own objective.
Mhm.
Some people's objectives are going to be
In
beneficial
alignment.
to you,
Right.
right? And some people's are simply not. So everybody's trying to influence you. It
Right.
doesn't matter what the situation, good or bad. So what you want to do is just be able to stay protected
Mhm.
and be able to make a determine whether this is something I should do or something I shouldn't do,
So is it a hell yes
Based on-
or a hell
right.
no?
based on my own alignment,
Okay.
right? Without the influence of others. So you create a situation where you're not as easily influenced.
Okay.
And you'll be really, really surprised how easily
Mhm.
we get influenced. Okay, so
Okay. Arms
so-
up, or just one?
arms up, just one arm, right? And I only have 2 fingers, right? And there's some level of
Resistance. I'm not very strong.
resistance. You gotta resist. That's not like that.
I
Come on.
am
Okay, so that's there.
resisting.
There's some resistance, right? It's not
Yeah.
it's not dropping. Okay, so what I did was I wrote some energy statements on these papers, right? So I want you to hold this piece of paper, right? So now this is in your energy fields. Hold it close to your heart. Okay, and I want you to still try to resist. Okay. So right now, she's not moving as much as she was
No.
moving a minute ago, right?
Right.
So open the paper and tell me, what did you just kind of invite into your energy field? It's scary for me. Okay, so there's stress and there's conflict.
Can you
you
I
see
wonder
that?
if you can see it. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So now we're going to do it again. I wrote another energy statement on this paper. So hold that close to your heart. And put your hand. Okay, now resist. She's rock solid. There's no movement whatsoever. Okay, so what's on that particular energy statement? Okay, so there's a big difference. Now, what that says to somebody who's kind of seasoned, there's smoke in my kitchen. Is that from the dishwasher?
Okay. From the dishwasher.
So what does that say? Just pour my earring out.
Love, thank you, and gratitude.
So that sustained her a lot better than
Absolutely.
stress. But from somebody who's seasoned as a practitioner, what it also says is that you tend to do better under stress.
stress, yeah.
Almost like you kind of need stress to the conflict or the contrast to make you move and do things.
Right.
But think about how much stronger you are
Yes.
if it's
When-
not conflict.
Right. When
right?
it's love and
And
gratitude.
it's love and it's gratitude, right? So let's try this, right? This is one of my Christmas gratitude jars, right? So hold that close to you and extend your arm. And I'm going to use my 2 fingers and I'm going to try to move it. There's no moving it. And that's not even the things that she's thankful for.
Right.
This is my
That's
gratitude
awesome.
jar, right?
Yeah.
But it's still the energetic feeling of this
Of
jar.
gratitude.
Yes,
And love and yeah.
right. It makes you really empowered. So let me try something that is
Y'all.
well known the public.
I was about to say, what? You got some hot sauce in your bag, swag. Over here, girl. All right, so this is.
Hold that close to your
Okay. So we're not gonna show no, we're not
Name no name
getting
brands,
paid.
right.
We're not getting paid for this, but y'all know what that is.
Okay, so hold that close to you, right? And put your arm out, right? So this is gonna give you an idea of how that affects your energy, how that affects your energy field, right? I still have 2 fingers. She's like, it's not fair.
It definitely isn't.
Right? That's, hold it tight.
Seriously.
Right.
Stop
Okay,
playing.
so like literally, I can just take her down. Okay, so put it down. So take something else off my
I cannot even.
right? I'm gonna take some stuff off my altar that I want you to hold. So this is a cigar, right? A piece of a cigar. So hold that close to you,
Okay.
right? And put your arm out. So 2 fingers and
Oh, that hurt.
What I'm saying is, you see, when what you invite into your energy field makes a huge. But it was still just 2 fingers. So I haven't changed that. But what you bring into your energy field greatly affects you. She's not a smoker.
I'm
right? So
not.
it's not really an issue. But yeah, it makes a huge difference. So we're just gonna try like a different type of alcohol.
I'm mad at you. So mad at her right now.
So we're gonna try that, right? It's still 2 fingers, right?
Mhm.
But oh yeah, it's like it's
That is-
great.
It's just like seriously not fair.
kind of scary.
It's really
Where's
not fair.
Otis?
Give me
Tell
this
Otis
back.
to come here for
Give me this back.
Huh? Go find it for me. Tell
Give
him
me
I
this
need it
back.
for
I
demonstration.
need this back.
So that,
In my life.
so, right, but then look at that.
This is so crazy.
Look at
I
that.
want y'all to try this at home. Like seriously, try this and really be earnest in your effort and earnest in
It's
what's happening.
mind-blowing.
This is definitely not staged.
Hey,
but, like,
Ariel,
seriously.
she over there? Huh? Where's Ariel?
All right, y'all don't look at my nails.
Where's Ariel?
Is she
She's in the
downstairs?
bathroom?
She's in the basement.
Huh?
No, seriously, you guys
Come here.
have to do this experiment at home.
And see, I didn't tell her what was
Because
gonna happen.
I did not know at
beforehand.
all.
So she had no clue. Okay, so this is a healing elixir. That's what I use those bottles for.
Right, we have to empty
Only
the bottles
reason.
in order to create a space for the healing elixir,
Right, so it's the same bottle.
which
right?
can also
But
be
the
found
bottle
on
contains
everydaymagic.com.
something different. Okay, so hold that close to your heart.
Everyday Magic with Lamiel, right?
Yeah.
Everydaymagic.lamiel.com.
2 fingers,
2
right?
fingers.
Here we go. She's not anywhere. So you can tell this would be very beneficial for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it's not as beneficial as some very simple love and gratitude.
Papers,
And this is paper. It's just little cards in here,
words on paper.
things that I have been thankful for the year that I did this,
And they're not even mine.
and they're not even hers. Right. So my daughter is in here. Right.
Come
She's
here.
not going to come on camera because
She
she's
won't?
freaking weird like that. But here's what she's going to do. Okay. You're going to look at Camille. Right. We're gonna put your arm back up. So, you have all those friends, right? All those people that you hang out with, that you spend time
Yeah.
with, people in general. Like
Oh.
you have your crew of people, your girls, your besties, whatever.
Your
they're called.
Your point would be,
So you have your
you
friends,
better
right?
hope you get some friends
And
like
you
this.
know that some of them ain't really your friends, right? They be talking with you, they fuck with you, they go out with you, whatever, but they not really wishing the best for you.
At all.
All right. So Ariel, and now my son Robert's in here. So there's 2 people in here, just 2. I want you guys to look at Camille, and I want you to say anything, right? But I want you to seriously put a lot of effort into having the thought that she ain't shit. She get on my nerves.
It's not gonna work because they know that's not true.
Right.
Oh,
That's my mean girl daughter.
she
has
is
it
the
for.
mean girl. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
no, but I want you to seriously think about, I don't even like her. I don't even know why she's
It's
here.
not gonna work. 'cause
I
they
want
know
you
all
to
that's
think
not
those
true.
things, right? I wish this chick would leave. Stop messing with my mom. Like seriously, have those thoughts right now while you look at her. Now I want you to start doing
I'm
it.
not even gonna look at you.
I want you to do it and just think she ain't shit. she get on my nerves, right? You're resisting. So you make sure this arm, make sure it's strong, right? And just be thinking it, you know, oh my God, I can't stand her. Oh,
Y'all are brothers.
okay.
So if
So
you follow
there-
me on Facebook, you know that somebody told me I was sensitive the other day, and that shit hurt my feelings. So maybe I am sensitive because these chairs have hurt my feelings.
Okay, but these people are not in her personal,
They're not even in my
space.
bubble.
Exactly. They're on the outside looking in, right? So now, hey, now I need you guys to look at Camille and be like, I just love her. She is so helpful.
Yes.
And I'm keep your arms
You
up.
have to be earnest, though. You have to
You
really
have
do
to,
it.
right, you have to really do it. I really
Fake
like
it till you
her.
make it.
She's so nice to my mom. She's so nice. Shut up, Robert. Either participate or get out.
Shut your mouth talking to me.
Okay? But think really nice things. I'm so glad she's here. She's so nice. Are you thanking him? Are you thanking him now?
She's so helpful.
Okay. Now,
She's so pretty.
resistance. I can't. I'm really trying at this point, and I can't. Right? These are people outside of her biosphere,
Thank you.
right, that are supporting her. So that almost, now I hope it makes people understand that when you're a winner, like in life, and people are like, oh, he's awesome,
Cheering
I
you on.
love you, you know, boxers and shit like that. Like they have a whole team of people who are cheering them on. It makes them stronger.
That's why having a support system is so
Exactly.
important.
But it's better to have no support system than a shitty support system.
Yeah.
Because two people looking at you with no protection can affect
can bring you down.
your
if
energy
that's their
level, and your
intent.
vibration is, and their intent doesn't have to be, oh, I just want her to be weak. It's just, I can't stand her and I wish she'd do something else with her life, and why is she here?
Right.
And it still affects you.
Right.
Right? So whether it's family members, whether it's friends, if you're surrounded by these people who are having these energy level thoughts that are low energy level thoughts, and then you wonder, why can't I thrive?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not protected.
Right. And we're not really even taught how to protect ourselves like that.
And
That's
you're not even
crazy.
taught in school that you're that
Right.
easily affected,
Or that you're that
people.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you're important enough to protect
To
yourself.
protect
So
yourself.
here is one of the very simplest keys ever to protect yourself. Okay, so you're thinking about your energy bubble, right? Think about a zipper that comes from, you know, like your crotch to here, or even to your head, right? So imagine that, and imagine that you're taking that zipper and you're simply zipping yourself up.
Zipping in my bubble.
Right. So just zip yourself up.
Zip my bubble.
Okay. So Robert, come back. I need you a second. Ariel, come back. So now she's protected herself, right? And I haven't done anything. And so it's also different when you have energy workers, because energy workers can help fortify, right, what you're doing. So come here, Ariel, because I want to do this with two people since we did it with two people. Where are you? Okay. So now we're just going to do really briefly. I want you to have those same negative thoughts and project them in her. Like, really, if she wasn't here, I wouldn't have to be doing this shit. They really get on my nerves, kind of thing. Okay, Robert, are you focused? Negative thoughts, right? I don't even like her. Why is she here? Even if you just think, I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. So resist. You're not affected.
That is so crazy.
You're not even
so
affected.
crazy.
And you go through life, and because what they think is not your business.
I
And
would
it's
be
not even
zipping up
affect-
my bubble every morning.
That's like the simplest technique ever. So now, okay, that's all I need, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. No, because she's busy doing something. Leave my birthday twin alone.
Watching Minecraft.
Whatever. It's important to her.
Boy,
Mind your business. Okay, so.
Yep, pretty much.
Put my boots in there.
My ass was in there, so I turned my back on the screen. That's what I get.
So when you zip yourself up, right, you're kind of ready for the world.
Right.
And you're protected. because people are going to come in, and I'm learning that people are going to come in from lower energies and they want to feed on you. And if you guys are familiar with like energy vampires, like that's one of the bare bones minimum way to protect yourself. So once you have this protection up, then you can really know the truth. So think about it. No one said anything to you.
Right.
Your body, right, knew the truth about what was being protected.
Right.
So you already know intuitively what's going on. So all you now have to do is spend a little time kind of getting calibrated with what feels good.
Right.
And so one of the ways that you do that is you cannot eat in my living room, but I appreciate you trying.
And asking, that was very kind of you to be so considerate. That's why they wanted to leave.
So in calibrating, right, that
Mhm.
exercise is what feels good. So imagine, you've got to be able to imagine stuff that feels good,
Right.
right? So what are the best times? What does feeling good feel like?
Mm-hmm.
Because ideally, although there's a lot of different techniques that you can use, instead of like the arm,
Mm-hmm.
you can have your fingers locked like
Press
this,
together.
and then use the other finger to try to break it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's one way where you self-test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and even when you're starting, you want to say, what is my yes? Same way you would do with a pendulum. So my yes is solid.
Right.
What's my no? Right, and it comes right through. So then your body's telling you this is, and everybody's is not the same. The majority of people's are.
Right.
But
What
if your
feels
body
good to
tells
most
you,
people.
right, if your body tells you that this is a yes, go with it initially and just play with it. And so you ask yourself certain questions like, is my name Camille? My name is not Camille. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is my hair yellow? Right? And
Right.
if you're constantly breaking, you can understand the pattern of this is my no. Like
Right.
that ain't the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Does it make sense?
Right. And so then you ask a series of questions that you already innately know are true.
Right.
And then you should get an opposite response. So you
Mhm.
know what is true.
Okay.
So that is a physical thing, right?
Mhm.
But now, do you want to be out in the store or some guy is asking you a question? You're like, okay, wait a minute, excuse
You
me.
want to go out on this date? Hold on.
No, right?
No.
So eventually you want to be able to feel that in your being.
Mm.
So for me, if I stand firm and
Mhm.
just ask my question, then I'm going to lean forward.
Oh.
And if it's a no, then my body's going to sway back.
Right.
So I can get that. The other thing is I can feel the anxiety come through my body.
Mm.
And if I feel the anxiety, then it's a hell no. That's not
And
happening.
so what about people who are not really as in tune with themselves?
That's why you have to
initially.
practice.
Okay.
You have to you start with the finger and
Mhm.
you have to just keep practicing. So the key is yes or no questions.
Mhm.
Start with questions that you know the answers
Right.
to, so that you can see how that feels. If you stand up like right now and you say, is my car red? And just let your body be and see
just
what your
relax,
body
see what it
does. Right. And just, is my hair blonde? Is my birthday some other date other than your birthday?
Right.
So you can feel how your body is responding. And it may take a while
Mhm.
because it's a calibration period, like everything in existence. So,
Right.
everything that has ever been physically made is based on the human body and things that we are actually able to do ourselves.
Oh.
So getting from one place to another, it's something that we can do. All the calculations that computers do, we're actually able to do all of those things.
Mhm. May take us a little longer.
We could even grow extra teeth, but I'm just saying, like, that's a too. But you can, even though dentists will tell you can't fix the enamel on your teeth. You can't, but you really, really can.
Right.
So it's just a matter of practice. So you've just got to get a feel for who you are, and that takes a little while. So it's not something that I would say, wake up in the morning and every answer you get is how you base the rest of your life moving forward. You've got to have that learning curve.
Right.
You've got to practice. And you have to know kind of where you are vibrationally. So if you're very, very emotional, you're like, oh my God, should I break up with him? Like, you're not even focused enough to hear what your body is saying. And you can subconsciously affect,
Right.
you know, what.
Because your desire may outweigh.
Exactly.
So because you're not in a even keel.
Right.
type
So you
space.
have to practice. You've got to go through the calibration. I mean, and there's times when I'm like, okay, that ain't the answer I want. And I'll come and, you know, go do something, try to get myself, let me get more relaxed. That's still like the answer. It's not the answer I want, but that's what is being.
What it is.
It is what it is.
Is
You know? So, and then I know I need to go with that. And like anything, it's a practice because there's sometimes when I should be doing it and I'm not doing it.
Right. Oh. Tell me about it.
So, but it allows you to really know the truth about any and everything.
Oh,
it is.
hey there. Come on over and join the party.
Come here. I just want to do a demonstration on you because the key here, and we'll come back to this, but the key here is like Camille and I are about the same height. You know what I'm saying? So it feels different. Otis not, look, I have to adjust the screen for Otis, right?
See, his head is at the top of the door frame.
So, and he has literally no idea what he's getting into. But this is, it's about energy, right? And so I'm doing a video on vibrational energy and how people can know the truth about things and how people can tap into like their inner knowledge and know if it's something they should do and they shouldn't do. So what do you do? What is your profession?
I teach self-defense.
Right. So it's not like, you know, first of all,
What type of self-defense?
Israeli self-defense. Men, women, for the elite soldiers, police officers.
right. So it's not like he's a weak dude. I mean, we were just talking yesterday about when I was a kid, I could put both of my feet in his shoes, right? So he's a lot bigger than me. So, because this is going to go over my head. So what I want you to do is put your arm out, right? This way. And I want you to resist, right? I'm going to use two fingers and I'm going to press down right here. And I just want you to resist me so that I can't press your arm down. Okay? So like, it's not going, it's not fucking going anywhere.
Hang on that arm.
So we're going to use the same examples that we use for Camille, right? So you're going to hold that because that's alcohol, right? So somebody who's very, very physically fit, right? So the alcohol now is in your personal biosphere. And so the key to this in the kinesiology is to find out whether this is beneficial to you. Right. Whether it's beneficial to you or it's harmful to you when you bring stuff into your biosphere, right? So again, you're resisting my two fingers, right? But
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Come back here with that. Isn't that crazy?
so here's the cigar, right? Yeah. So I want you to hold
Piece of cigar.
right, a piece of cigar, right? So I want you to do it again. Okay. So I'm only using two fingers, right? So we all know clearly he's a lot stronger than me. Okay, so now you're resisting. Ready?
See, she hurt my arm too. Them two fingers. I don't know what she got in them two fingers, but
So now I want you to hold this, and I want you to hold that close to your heart, right? Because what you bring in and what you allow in your life totally affects you. And so that's the point that I'm showing, right? Again, it's two fingers, and you're gonna resist me, right? And again,
It's paper.
it's just paper, but you know what this is? This is my gratitude jar. And every one of these pieces of paper, I wrote something that I was thankful for in my life. And I put it in a jar. It's just
Paper.
right. But it's just paper. So now Camille is here and we're gonna do the same thing the kids did with you, right? So you're gonna look at Otis and be like, he ain't shit. He ain't even really like that good of a fighter, right? I don't even
That
believe,
tall.
right? He ain't even that good looking. I don't even think that, he could really train. Just have a lot of negative thoughts about him. Okay? You ready? He's like,
I know, right?
Still, it's just 2 fingers. Okay, so she's looking at him having like all these crazy ass negative
That's not
thoughts,
right.
and 2 fingers brought him down because the people that are in your group, in your life, right? If they're not having positive thoughts, he's like, come have some positive thoughts about it.
Right.
It can affect you. When you're fucking with people who don't really support you, it affects you energetically. You're not
You know
even
that-
able to.
That's saying, if you're not for me, you against me.
Exactly. It's either one or the other energetically. So now have some really positive thoughts about Otis and how great he is. And okay, you're resisting me though, right? Come on, he's got his wrist all bent. Come on. Okay, so now she's having some positive thoughts about you. And I can't move them.
What were you thinking about?
One,
I'm just gonna be over here sipping my orange juice.
but one person having positive thoughts about him increased his strength, and he's already clearly really, really strong. And so that was like that was it. But that was the demonstration. Look, now he's walking away.
Right, now you gotta regroup your whole life. Your whole life. You gotta regroup your whole
Exactly.
life. And I have to go to therapy now. I have like a rotator cuff tear or something. My shoulder's killing me.
But literally, he's a Krav Maga master.
Right.
There's no way I should be able to bring him down with 2 fingers because of a negative thought. Like, we're not taught that. So who you hang around, what they think about you, how they feel about you affects you. There is no reason to have, what is that saying? There's something about like, she's your enemy, your frenemy.
Frenemy, yeah.
Having frenemies will do you in.
Right. It weakens you.
It totally weakens you. And it's so not, it's not beneficial to you at all. So there's no reason for you to entertain that. Especially if you're trying to elevate your life, you're trying to do something positive, you're trying to move forward. Your team is either for you or they're against you. And that same concept can be used, should I drink this or not? You know what I'm saying? Should I go here or not? When you get really, really in tune with your body and the energy that your body is giving off, it's like, if I buy this, will it benefit me?
All right.
You can take it to the bare minimum. Should I eat this or should I not?
Right.
And that's where.
And then especially if you are, because I have, of course, struggled with my weight in the past, you instinctively know the things that are good for you, not good for you, and what it's going to do to you when you eat it. Even if you are like, I love potato chips, but I know that all that salt and all those carbs and all that are really not good for me. Will I eat a potato chip? Every once in a while, but not only does it affect you physically, but it affects you emotionally as well, because then you're feeling like, you know what, I probably really shouldn't have done that. And then it takes you into a spiral. Right.
Because here's the thing, you know how there's smokers?
Right.
And some people will smoke they've been smoking since they was 10 and they're 98 years old right now.
And nothing happens.
And there's nothing wrong with them. And then there's people who smoke and they get lung cancer. And then there's the people on the TV with the hole in their throat, it's the whole thing.
Right.
Well, if you smoke, based on law of attraction, if you smoke, if you eat,
you're okay with it.
if you drink, if you rob banks and you do it from a place of pleasure and no remorse, there's no negative consequences for you. That's the law of attraction. You're getting kind of what you give out. This makes me feel amazing.
Right.
I feel good. I love eating this. This is so amazingly great. And then there's no consequences.
Right.
If you really, really believe that when I eat this, I lose weight. You're not going to gain weight. If you really believe that by doing this, it's going to make my life better, it makes your life better.
Mhm.
That's part of the law of attraction, right? If you do it and go, there's a lot of carbs in it, or oh, that's probably not the best thing to do. I'm going to have this ice cream, but I'm only going to have a scoop because of whatever, then that's what you're putting out. I'm going to have some consequences from this.
Right.
And you get consequences, whether the consequences are weight gain or high blood pressure or whatever the case may be. Based on the law of attraction, the people who are in the jails and the prisons are the people who had some sense of remorse for what they did, which is why they got caught. The
Right.
people who have no sense of remorse and took great pride and pleasure in what they were doing are footloose and fancy free. Because you get what you put out.
But don't rob any banks.
That's not, I'm not telling you to do that from a high vibration or low vibration.
At all.
I'm not
Low
encouraging
vibration.
that at all.
Not unless you drop it bag.
So this is how you end up knowing the truth about everything in your life, right? It takes some calibrating, it takes some practice, but every question, should I go here? Should I go on this date? Should I buy this? Should I wear this? Should I make this call? Should I take this call? Like what is your body saying? Because we really came here with everything that we needed, right?
Mhm.
So when you tap into that, you know what to do and what not to do and which way to go. And because you can feel it, and then when you apply the law of attraction to it, right? And you monitoring how you feel, because now you're aware of feelings. So it's
Right.
easier to move up the vibrational scale because you have a lot more respect and you're able to acknowledge how you're feeling at all times.
Right.
You can then start creating the things that you want to happen. So it's not just like, I know what's going to happen. I know I can create what's going to happen.
Right.
And then you are in complete control of your entire life.
Well, there you have it. Complete control.
Which
High
is, you know,
vibration
high vibration equals complete control.
control.
So all type A's should be, really tapping into high vibration because you can control everything, and get exactly what you want when you want it, which I'm all for. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Leave your comments below if you guys have questions. I answer all the time as much as possible. If you have really personal questions that you don't want to put on YouTube, go to lamiel.com, LAMEEL.com, and click on the Connect with Lamiel button and send me a personal email through there, and I will answer you as soon as possible. Thanks so much for tuning in,
All right,
and we will
bye,
see you guys
everybody.
later.
Take care.